Hello everyone, my name is Masood Bahrami. Today I'll present my capstone project on workplace burnout. In this presentation, I'll discuss the meaning of burnout, psychological theories that explains it, recent research findings, ethical issues, and evidence-based strategies that organizations can use to reduce burnout and improve employee well-being. My interest in this topic comes from observing stress in workplace environments and seeing how burnout affects employees' mental health and performance. These experiences motivated to explore workplace burnout and ways to address it. Workplace burnout is a psychological condition marked by ongoing emotional exhaustion, detachments from work, and a decreased sense of personal achievement. World Health Organization WHO 2019. It developed when employee experiences continuous stress that exceeds their ability to cope. Burnout is especially common in demanding fields such as healthcare, education, and technology. It negatively affects mental health, job satisfaction, and organizational effectiveness. Gallup 2023. In understanding its cause and solution is essential for improving workspace well-being. Baker and Demirotti 2020. The WHO 2019 defines burnout as a syndrome resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. It includes three key dimensions: emotional exhaustion, cynicism, or depersonalization toward work, and reduced personal accomplishment. Recognizing burnout as a serious psychological issue enables organizations to develop strategies to prevent harm and support employees effectively. Baker and Demirotti 2020. Burnout and work-related stress are widespread. Gallup 2023 report that 44% of employees worldwide feel stressed at work. The American Psychological Association APA 2023 found that 77% of workers experience physical health effects from workspace stress, while 59% report negative behavior impacts such as reduced motivation and concentration. These statistics highlight the urgent need to address burnout and its broad impact on employee functioning. Research shows that certain groups are more vulnerable to burnout. Younger employees often experience higher stress levels, possibly due to limited experiences and greater workload expectations. Wu et al. 2025. Women report higher burnout rates than men, often linked to added work-life balance pressure. Wu et al. 2025. High demand in entries such as healthcare, education, and technologies also show elevated burnout levels. Maslow and Leiter 2022. Identifying these groups help organizations design targeted interventions. The Job Demand Resource (JDR) model is a widely used framework for explaining burnout in occupational psychology. Baker and Dimitri 2020. The model suggests that burnout occurs when job demands such as heavy workload, emotional strain, and time pressure consistently overweigh available resources like support, autonomy, and growth opportunities. This imbalance leads to emotional exhaustion and this engagement making the JDR model useful for understanding and addressing burnouts. When employees face high demands without adequate support, they are more likely to experience burnout. However, increasing resources such as supervisor support, flexible work arrangement, and professional development opportunities can reduce burnout symptoms and improve well-being. Wu et al. 2025. This demonstrates how organizations can practically reduce burnout by strengthening workplace resource. Maslow hierarchy of needs explains human motivation through a hierarchy ranging from basic psychological needs to self-actualization. Tormina and Gao 2023. In the workplace, unmet safety needs such as job insecurity and unmet belonging needs such as feeling undervalued or excluded can increase the risk of burnout. When these foundational needs are not fulfilled, employees may experience ongoing stress and emotional exhaustion. Using Maslow's framework, burnout can be understood as a result of unmet psychological needs. Job instability threatens safety, while lack of recognition or inclusion undermines belonging. Taormina and Gao 2013. These unmet needs reduce motivation and engagement, increasing burnout risk. This perspective highlights the importance of creating safe, inclusive, and supportive organizational cultures. Maslow and Leader 2022. Research consistently shows that burnout negatively affects mental health, physical health, and productivity. WHO 2019. Organizational factors such as leadership style, workload, and workplace culture plays a major role in both causing and preventing burnout. Baker and Demirodi 2020. Employees facing high demands without adequate support are more likely to feel exhausted and disengaged, while supportive leadership and resources can protect against burnout. Key findings are: We et al. 2025 found that heavy workload and perceived discrimination significantly predict burnout. Supportive leadership and organizational resource help reduce stress and protect employees. Baker et al. 2020. Additionally, inclusive and supportive workplace improve engagement and lower burnout levels. Maslow and Leader 2022. These findings provide strong evidence and effective organizational strategies. The APA ethical principle of beneficence and beneficence and non-maleficence emphasizes promoting well-being and preventing harm. APA 2017. Chronic burnout can lead to serious mental and physical health problems, including anxiety and depression. Organizations have an ethical responsibility to implement policies and interventions that reduce burnout and support employee well-being. Baker and Demirodi 2020. The APA principles of justice and respect for people's rights and dignity highlight fairness, inclusion, and equal access to opportunities. APA 2017. Certain groups, such as women and younger employees, may be disproportionately affected by burnout due to systemic factors. We et al. 2025. Ethical, organizational, and practices require equitable access to support and resources to reduce stress and promote well-being. Effective strategies to address burnout include leadership, training, increasing in job autonomy and resources, and providing mental health support. Baker and Dimirati 2020, Maslow and Leader 2022. These approaches help employees manage job demands and meet psychological needs, reducing burnout and improving engagement. Burnout interventions may involve policy changes, leadership development programs, and workplace wellness initiatives. These efforts can improve employee engagement, productivity, and retention. Although challenges such as cost and resistance may occur, the long-term benefit of addressing burnout outweigh these barriers. Baker and Dimirati 2020. Workplace burnout has serious consequences for employees and organizations. WHO 2019. Applying the job demands resources model and Maslow hierarchy of needs provides insight into the causes of burnout. Baker and Dimirati 2020. Taumena and Gao 2013. Implementing ethical and evidence-based solutions is essential for reducing burnout, supporting employees' well-being, and improving organizational outcomes. Maslow and Leiter 2022. These are the references I used in this presentation. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about workplace burnout, please let me know. Thank you for your time.